Hello. I'm sorry it's been so long. I know that people are going to be like, you don't need to apologise, but I always feel the need to apologise because I love making YouTube videos. I love the community that we have here, and the only reason that I haven't been making videos recently is because of my brain. And it's really frustrating because like I love taking you guys along with me on my recovery journey, but recently it's just been the idea of like watching myself back editing. Like I haven't been able to do it. I've just, as someone who's constantly telling people to be kind to themselves, I really haven't been very kind to myself. I've been struggling, to be honest, especially the past couple days. Like I've just been so anxious, so kind of sad and overthinking everything, comparing myself to others, feeling like a failure. And the reason I've been avoiding picking up my camera is because I feel like every time I make a video I'm either like, I've been ill recently, or I'm not feeling good, or I'm struggling, and I myself get bored of that. So I think, well, nobody else wants to hear that. But the reality of it is that I've struggled with mental illness for the past 6 or 7 something years. Like, it's not a quick process, it's not an easy process, and I am gonna struggle. I wish that I wasn't. I wish that I was completely happy and fine, but the reality of my life right now is that I am struggling with things, and avoiding something that makes me happy is not gonna help that. So today I just kind of wanted to bring you along in a really casual day for me at the moment, trying to kind of get more into a routine, trying to pick myself up. I'm getting my nails done this afternoon because they are an abomination right now. But yeah, I'm gonna make some content. I'm just gonna like eat good food, look after myself, and I thought that you could come along with me so we can just have a catch up, basically. I just got a really cool PR package. I'm buzzing right now. It came in this cool bag. I'm not gonna pretend I haven't already opened it. How flippin' handy for summer. I should zip that back up, but look, it's from Bol, by the way. They asked to send me some stuff and I was like, yes, because I love their one-pot meals. So I'll show you what they sent me. First of all, we have a one-pot meal, Indian black dal, and then we've got, oh, what just happened to my voice? And then we've got a protein boosting power soup, cauliflower truffle, it's got truffle in it, sign me up, red pepper, tomato and lentil, an immunity boosting spicy corn chowder, power soup, and then I guess they just released these power shakes, chopped peanut butter, vanilla oats and almond, and a hazelnut latte one. They look delightful. And then they gave me a hat and a t-shirt. Thanks, Bol. I'm really obsessed with making iced coffees at the moment. I know I posted about it on my stories. This isn't an ad, by the way, but Peppermint Cup Company? I don't know, Peppermint make these cups, and they sent me one. And every time I make an iced coffee now, I do feel like I'm at Starbucks, except I'm not gonna lie, I think it tastes nicer. If you want a hack to save money, just buy a cup, make your coffee in it, and you'll feel like you're at Starbucks. I'm actually going to sit and make some content now. I'm out of breath. Also, before I go make content, I want to talk to you about like what's actually been going on in my life. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been very active on there, so you've probably seen most of what I've been up to. But I have been carrying on the exposure therapy challenges. I actually managed to make it to the end of the road and back by myself while I was like home alone, so that was like a huge win. The reel is on my Instagram if you want to go watch that. I'm going to try and do it again today because I now haven't done it in like over a week, which is not good because now I'm scared of it again. But I definitely am not as scared as I was the first time because I know I did it and nothing happened. It's all about finding that evidence for your brain. But yeah, lots of cool things have actually been happening. I have been chosen by Instagram and Meta to be part of the Instagram Wellbeing Collective, alongside some other really amazing lovely people. I went to London, this was last month now, but I went to London, had lunch with a load of other creators. Well, there wasn't actually loads, which was good because I think I would have been way too anxious otherwise. There was probably like 25 of us maybe that have been selected, and we all had lunch together, and it was just so lovely, and a real confidence boost for me because I was obviously very nervous. Like, I have anxiety, but I also it's hard because I get mad at myself because I'm so bad at socializing, and I'm so like socially anxious, and I think I'm like this really awkward person, which I'm not really, but like I'm convinced that I am. And then I remember that like the majority of people had a kind of teenagehood and like young adulthood where they go out and they do things. And this was something Brandon said to me yesterday, like they go out clubbing, they have big groups of friends, and they've never had a gap in socialization apart from COVID. And obviously everyone struggled after COVID, but I got ill in 2017. I kind of stopped going to school properly, then I was in hospital for a good few years, lost contact with a lot of my friends, couldn't really socialize because I was in hospital. Then it was COVID, and then after COVID I've been stuck in the house most of the time because of my PTSD. So when I get mad at myself and I'm like, oh, I'm so bad at socializing and I'm really bad at not being anxious in social situations, it's like, give yourself a break. I haven't socialized properly and normally for like 5 or 6 years, so why am I so mad at myself about it? This is something that Brandon really has to like drill into me, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm never gonna be normal, and he's like, you're just out of practice, like you just haven't done it, and that's okay. So I'm really trying to remember that. The Instagram create a wellness event thing was really cool. I just feel so grateful that I'm kind of in the position I am now, like that content creation is what I do for a job, because obviously it never started as that being my intention. You know, I just wanted to make videos about my recovery and help people, and I didn't imagine that I could actually turn it into somewhat a career, so that's really cool. But yeah, apart from that, there's been other things going on in my life that I can't talk about because they're very personal, but then I've also been doing cool little challenges. So yeah, I'm actually gonna try and go out of the house in a little bit by myself because I need to do that. But yeah, now I'm just rambling, so genuinely, Sainsbury's avocados just never ever ripe. They're like ripe already. They're just not. They never are. It's rock solid and it feels like it's ripe when you squeeze it, and then it's hard in the middle. Sainsbury's, you need to sort your avocados out. I'm upset. Worcestershire sauce all over myself. Idiot. How do I always manage to spill things? This is also your reminder that if you want the whole avocado, then you should eat the whole avocado. He's so cute. So I'm going to get my nails done in like half an hour or something. I think my friend's gonna be a bit late, which means I'm gonna have to be in there on my own for a little bit, which really makes me anxious, just because they're not people I'm close to or trust. Obviously they're nail technicians, so in my head I'm like, not safe, not safe, not safe, and then I'm like, it's so vulnerable to be in there by myself. And like, I know that's so stupid because they do this job every day, like they have no interest in like harming me, like it would be very bad for their business, but I just, something in my brain just never feels safe, especially when I'm on my own. So this is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Whoop. And then after I get back from doing my nails, getting my nails done, I'm not doing them, I'm gonna try and do the walkie down the road thing with the dog, because it's been quite hot. She's a very fluffy gal, so I don't want to overheat her, and also she gets really annoyed because I only go down the road and then drag her back, and she's like, this is not a walk, this is not fair. So yeah. So update, I look a bit bedraggled if I'm honest. I think it's just the light. I only just got home. It's like 7, and I left it like 10 to 3. Basically my friend didn't get her nails done till like 5:30 because they were so busy. I got mine done on time, very happy with them, but now like I've kind of lost like a lot of my day, which I'm not mad about. I didn't lose the day actually because I spent it with her and I love her, she's my best friend. But I haven't done my exposure yet, so my boyfriend just got home from work. We're gonna eat dinner, which we're actually just gonna reheat the rest of last night's dinner because it's gonna get wasted otherwise, and we cooked way too much. I had some squid while I was out, which I'll put a picture of here because it was delicious. I forgot to film it. I forgot to film like almost everything. Right, I have some things to parcel up for Vinted. And I decided that I'm going to tie in my trip to the post office with my trip to expose myself, which sounds very strange. Expose myself to my fears, not actually expose myself. I've sold a couple of things on Vinted, although me and Vinted are not friends at the moment. Vinted has really pissed me off actually, because I don't have a passport right now and I don't have a provisional or driving license, because I'm not going to learn to drive anytime soon because I struggle to leave the house. Like, there's no point getting a provisional that's going to run out sooner, if you know what I mean. Like, if I wait until I'm actually going to learn to drive, then it will last longer, whatever. And my provisional got denied anyway. Like, when I applied for it, they were like, no. And I don't have a passport because mine ran out when I was a child and I haven't been abroad. But Vinted has this rule, apparently, which I didn't know about, where if you sell over a certain amount, you have to prove your identity with a passport or a driving license. They won't give me my money. So like, I'm posting these things, but I'm not going to get my money until I get a passport back, which is probably going to be months away. Their customer service is shit. And also, like, what about people that just can't access an ID? People that don't have the money for a passport or a provisional, or like I was when I applied for my provisional, were like mentally ill or on medication so couldn't get one. Like, what about those people? I am going to use this trip to the post office as my motivation for getting out of the house. So I'm going to make Brandon wait in the house while I walk to the end of the road. And obviously last time I went to the end of the road and back, so it probably sounds less challenging. But I'm not going to have the dog with me this time because she's already had her walk for the evening and she's very tired. So I'll be by myself, just me and my parcels, until I text Brandon, and then he'll come out the house. He'll come down the road, be like, let's go, and then we'll walk to the post office. I'll go in and post my parcels by myself because I've been getting really good at doing that when someone's outside. Eventually I want to be able to do it all by myself. But the post office is just a generally scary place, isn't it? Let's be honest. And I think we're gonna go on a tea walk, which if you've been here for a while, we used to do that when we lived at the house we lived at before. I kind of get stressed filming vlogs, as I've said like 35 million times, because I'm always like, oh, I'm so boring, my life's boring. And then I remember that, like, I'm not doing YouTube to show you my crazy life. Like, I don't like watching those kinds of videos because they always make me feel shit about myself. But because I have seen other people's videos where they are like insane, going on holiday every 2 days and just drama and craziness, I then get insecure about my own life. And actually I've been so insecure about like everything recently. I've been really anxious about like, oh, I'm not cool and I'm not liked and I'm not this and that and that, and it's like so dumb because there's so many lovely people online being so nice to me all the time, but my little worm brain just can't understand it. Okay, I'm gonna just go to the end of the road and then I'll ring you, or
walk to the end.
Don't look behind me.
Don't look behind you.
Okay, yeah, so I'll come halfway back and then I'll call you. Oh, I feel really anxious.
You're gonna be great. How many times have you done it before?
Yeah, I know, I just feel like nervous that something's gonna happen.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
You'll do the hard things.
Okay.
The hard things you do, the easier they get.
Yeah. I hate this. I feel really scared because I don't even have the dog with me. Okay, I said I wouldn't look behind me. No, I can't do it, I'm turning back.
Where'd you get to?
Nearly the end of the road.
Nearly?
Yeah.
Not quite?
No.
It's okay.
Just got me freaked out.
By what?
Like, I kind of managed to make myself kind of go like, I'm going, it's fine, and then I was just like, oh my god, I'm on my own, and then I just got freaked out. I just feel like I'm on my own, so then everyone knows that I'm on my own, and like, I know, because no one's even, no one cares. That's what I mean, I act like I'm like the world's most wanted woman. That was horrible. I just feel really like, I don't know, I just felt like nothing felt real for a second. Got a cup of tea. Should we go sit first? Because I don't really want to go into the post office right now.
That's okay, you can do it later. You need to do that.
I know it'll get easier the more I do it, it's just, it sucks doing it. I felt like kind of less anxious than I did the last time, just because it wasn't like getting over that first hurdle and that kind of being convinced that something would happen. But like,
I've done it so many times now, nothing has happened.
But like being by myself, I haven't done that much at all, which is why it makes me so anxious.
Like what actually happened? Like
It got easier.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
Yeah.
you do it on your own once and it feels really difficult. What do you think is going to happen the second time you do it?
It will feel easier.
Right?
It's literally just a rule of life. Like, you do hard things more than once and they get easier.
You have evidence now, don't you?
Yeah. Just sucks. I wish that I could just be like a normal, average person who didn't have to. I'm gonna end the vlog here. I know it's been kind of a short one today, but I just kind of wanted to get myself back into the swing of vlogging because I am the queen of saying see you next week and then seeing you a month and a half later. But follow me on Instagram please, because I'm really active on there. I hope you enjoyed anyway. I really want to get back into making YouTube content because it's fun and I can talk about things and it helps me and it helps you and it's fun. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you all soon.